everybody, I'm Steph.
And I am again King Michael, and I welcome you to this royal visit.
Oh.
Yeah. From Yellow.
You think you're going to win the king's favor wearing that crown? Probably.
I'm a king supporter.
Okay, that's fine. So, if you aren't familiar with Royal Visit, it is a replication of
Times Square.
Times Square.
Yes.
And
I have played Times Square before, and I was like, I did not even remember that. It's like, oh, this is a re-implementation of it.
Yes.
So much so, it didn't get its own entry. That's the same entry.
It's the same entry.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's a much better theme.
I think so as well.
Presentation all around.
I mean, it works better than the star moving around and having, being flanked. It works much better as the king as the star
guards, yeah.
with the guards flanking.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I really like how that works. So, hey.
If you're familiar with that, you'll automatically know how to play this.
Right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overhead.
The board.
The board. Oh, by the way, this plays exactly 2 players. The green player and the red player. So it is specifically a two-player game.
It's soft.
And plays in about 20 minutes. And that's probably about how long the rules teach is going to take. So, we have the green duchy and the red duchy. So, I'm trying to get the king or as many of the people into my chateau. You're trying to get as many as possible into your chateau.
That's
I've
right.
already shuffled. But you can shuffle some more if you want. I was all
trying
ready
to be prepared.
Go. There are 4 types of character cards. There are king cards, guard cards, jester cards, and wizard cards. So, and each of the cards will move a certain type of character. So, at the start of the game, I put these in my hand. Steph chose the wizard and leaving me the jester. So that's who gets to go on which side of the mat. So everything is going to start like this with the token on the big crown spot. So on your turn, you can play a type of card or you can use a power. Then you're going to move the crown based on who you've got in your chateaus. And then you are going to refill your hand back up to the normal amount of 8. So, if you decide to play a type of card, you can play as many of one type of card as you want. If you are moving guards, you could play this 1 guard card, which will let you move either guard 1 space, or you could play a 1+1 guard card, which will let you move both guards 1 space or 1 guard 2 spaces. And finally, the last guard card, where is it? It's super special. There are not many of them. As I said, there are not many of them. There are literally just a few of these that will immediately move both guards so that they are on the 2 spaces on either side of the king's space. So they will go just like this, directly next to the king.
This is really good if it's like way on his side and I play that and it comes all the way
Comes
here.
all the way back.
Yeah.
So you can play the cards in any order that you want as long as you play only 1 type of card. Meaning playing as many guard cards as you want.
Right.
Hey, thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks for subscribing.
Yay.
You the best. So, here's the special rules about the king and the guard. Together, collectively, they're known as the court. These 3 figures. The king must always be between the 2 guards. A guard can never share a spot with a king. So, they can move up and down the board as long as the king stays in between the 2 guards. The 2 guards can be as far apart as you want, but the king has to be somewhere in between the 2 guards. Now, the jester and wizard, they can roam anywhere they want to because they are not part of the king and the guards, meaning they are not part of the court. Let's talk about jester cards. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of jesters, which will let you move the jester 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 spaces. There is also 1 card with an M on it, which Steph hates it when I play that, because it puts the jester back to the middle space of the board. So.
Rude.
So, the wizard cards, there are 1s, 2s, and 3s of wizard. Obviously, you can move him 1, 2, or 3 spaces with that card. Finally, we have the king's card, which is you can move the king 1 space. You can also play 2 king's cards. You see this symbol here. If you play 2 king's cards, then you can move the entire court, meaning the king and his guards, 1 space in the same direction. No, not this way. That way. That way is the way we want to go.
No, it's not.
We're going to move the king and his court.
No, we're not.
All of them. 1 space.
It's going to go this way.
In the same direction.
This way.
So, if you don't want to play any cards, you can use the wizard's power. The wizard has the power to summon the king or one of his guards to the space the wizard is on. If you want to use it, you do not play a card on your turn. You're just going to move the character of your choice to the wizard's space, and you can never summon the jester with the wizard. You can only summon the king or one of the 2 guards.
The king still has to meet the requirements of being in between the guards. So.
It does indeed. So if like everything is here, you cannot summon the king to the wizard space because that breaks the rule. The best you could do is to move this guard, not this guard.
Right.
So, bloop, bloop, bloop. So, or you can use the jester's power. If the jester is on your side, in your duchy, somewhere between the chateau. Actually, let me take that back. If it's between your chateau and the king, meaning it'd be a situation like this. It could even be like this. Could even be like this. If the jester is somewhere between your chateau and the king, you can use the jester's power. The jester cards will become wild cards that you can use to move any type of character. However, if you use that power so that every jester card you play works on a different character, it works on the same type of character, but you can play as many of them as you want. However, if I start off playing the jester cards for guards, I must keep playing jester cards for guards, not for any other type of character. So it becomes wild, but just for that character or type of character. So you could use it for guards, or for the wizard, or for the king even. But obviously, there's not a lot of room you can move unless...
Or you can just move the jester.
The guards are already out. Or you could just move the jester, but then you're not using the jester's power. You're just using plain old jester cards.
Yep.
So, and if you play jester cards to move the king, as soon as let's say it's like this, as soon as the king is here, the jester is no longer between the chateau and the king. You can no longer play those jester cards to move the king. So, that's all that you can do with playing cards or using the power. After you're done with all that, you're going to move the crown. You're going to move the crown 1 space for each character in your chateau. So, I would move the big crown, the crown token 1 space because I have the jester in my chateau. It doesn't matter which of these spaces it's on, as long as it's somewhere in the chateau. And move the crown 1 space if the entire court, the king and both guards are in your duchy. So it could be like that. If for some reason you had this guard here and these here, I have 1 character here and the entire court in my duchy. So it would move 2 spaces. 1 for him, 1 for the court. So that's what you want to have as many up here as you can, and you want to have the court on your side of the field. Then you're going to refill your hand back up to 8. The game ends if the king or the crown is in a chateau. Hey, Time Roller.
Welcome
Thanks
in,
for the raid.
Raiders. Thanks for the raid.
Drew says, didn't this show up last time I got on here? It's possible. So the game ends when the token is on either of the chateau spaces, or if the king is in a chateau. Whoever has that chateau wins the game. Or if the deck runs out, what happens is the first time the deck runs out, we're going to flip this token to a little token, a little crown. Turns from the big crown side to the little crown side. And then you're going to go through the deck again. If the deck runs out, then the player with the king, not the crown, the player with the king in their duchy wins the game. If the king is on the middle fountain space when the deck runs out, then shovel the discard pile and keep playing until either of those victory conditions are met. So, and I assume that means as soon as you move the king out of the middle, I would assume.
Next player wins.
Next player wins. Tiebreaker rules. I don't think you'd have to wait for the deck to completely run out again. So,
Time Roller played Spy Connectio with Drew and Rorschach with chat. Oh, I definitely want Rorschach from Gen Con. That's what I'll be looking for.
4. Too bad I don't have my Rorschach costume ready to go. I do have a Rorschach costume. It's fantastic.
All right, here we go, guys.
Here we go. Oh, hey.
For those who are just raiding in, we're playing Royal Visit. Maybe we can do this.
We can.
I don't know.
Put that over here.
And
here, I'll put this closer to you because you are going to be needing cards. All right, so Alexa, flip a coin.
Heads.
All
That's
right.
me. We are playing Royal Visit. It is the remake
I'm fairly sure
of Times Square.
Oh no, sorry. The player with the wizard in their duchy takes the first turn.
Still me anyway.
I just wanted to clear that up. So there's not a real reason to hold any cards back because you're going to refill all the way back up to 8 anyway.
Yeah.
So pro tip.
Wizard.
Wow, 7 spaces? That's ridiculous.
Get 3 cards. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
No, it's not. So I'm going to use the gesture's power to move. You got all these upside down. To move the wizard 3 space. Oh no, the jester can move the wizard. The wizard cannot summon the jester. Your jester can move any type of character. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That moves him.
Panic's like, oh hi, so glad I can visit.
Oh hi.
Because he's royal.
He is making
royalty.
He's making the royal visit. All right. It's all you. Hopefully you did not get more wizard cards.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's all from me.
What do I want to do?
I can't answer that for you.
Yeah, me either.
You neither.
So he can just be like, summon this guy here?
Yes.
I think I want to do this, though.
What's that? 6, 7, 8. Right?
Right?
If that's 8, seems good.
I was double checking. I'm like, was that too good to be true?
Well, it seems really good, unfortunately, for me.
Yes, it does. Unless he plays his little M card.
Unfortunately, I do not have the little M card ready to go. Killing me, Smalls.
It's not too shabby, that's for sure.
No, you're killing me, Smalls. 2, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No.
It's all you.
All right, let's play 3 king cards. 2 to move everybody 1 space, and 1 to move the king extra space.
Boy, that's horrible.
And I get a boost for this guy.
Yes, you do, unfortunately. You're very special.
I'm very special. Michael says. Very special.
How about 6?
You're so annoying.
I'm barely keeping things away.
It's true. All right, so let's see. This is 1 and 1.
Yes, you can move 2-1 or 1-2. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I might as well do
1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1.
because that's 6, 7 total movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow, it's 2 movements. Yep.
Oh.
Looks like it. I might not be long to live here.
He destroyed me the first game. It's my comeback.
Nope.
Nope.
It's not great. I'm gonna jerk him back.
No.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's annoying.
Then I am going to play.
Yeah, the artwork is really attractive.
1 and 1. And looks like that's all I'm going to be able to do.
Not a big fan of that, you know?
Oh, I know.
I got 2 kings, so I'll just go like this. I don't get this, right? Because that's not in my duchy area.
This fountain is not.
Yeah, okay. So I get no points.
No points.
You got me.
1, 2 for 2 king movements. And 3 to move everybody.
Wow.
Seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You move that jester 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Gah. Middle 2, 2.
No.
Middle 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit more and it's done for me.
So, am I allowed to play a card if it extends past my movement area?
That was...
I'll just do it and see what happens.
That's
Middle.
possible.
4 and 4.
That doesn't extend past.
Oh, okay, it goes right to the edge.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's it, I think.
Wow.
Really? That's like, just like that?
Just like that.
You kept them all the way over there. Yeah, that's it. Wow, destroyed me.
That was definitely in my favor that time.
I was about to go. I couldn't have done anything about this, unfortunately. I was going to go 2, 2,
Wow.
2, 2, 1.
And then you
And that's as far as I can move.
Back.
Yeah, we'll pull it back 1.
I had like 2 of everything.
That's good.
Wow. I don't win tug of war games. So,
Well, it's because you're not just tugging one piece. You're tugging
all the pieces.
a lot of pieces. So, I could have. No, I can't summon the jester with the wizard.
Can't summon the jester with the wizard.
He's just flighty all over the place.
So this is
So,
Royal Visit.
Royal Visit. So when we played our game, I basically had control of the jester the whole game.
Yeah.
And won. You had control of the jester the whole game and won.
But I wasn't using the jester ability.
No.
I just try to keep things in my chateau.
Can't. You couldn't.
Right.
Well, actually, when the jester is between the... Yes, you could have, actually.
I could have been using jester
But still,
cards
as long as you have the jester here, you're still getting something because you have something in your chateau. So for having any of the
Right.
characters in the chateau, then
I was able to keep them in and, move something in every turn. You were moving them out.
just to defend.
Yeah, to defend. And that's what happened to me the first game, I think. You kept moving yours in, and I'm like, I can't
Pull them out. Pull them out. Pull them
out. So, yeah, really nice production. I love the art. I think it's a really good
Much better implementation than Times
yeah,
Square.
for sure. So, if this seems like something you would like, definitely check it out.
Yep. Comes with this cloth mat. Part of me thinks I would want a board better, but the mat is fairly well done. I mean, it's stitched and
It's nice.
and everything. So
It's super soft.
It is super soft. It is. Can I make a royal visit blanket? That'd be so good. Oh, I could imagine an oversized version of that. You know how Yellow does the oversized versions of some games like King of Tokyo? An oversized royal visit with this as like a blanket would be so good.
Do it.
And you could actually have real life people moving on the board dressed up as a king
That would be funny.
or guards or a wizard. I think that would be fantastic. Get on it, Yellow. And I'll take my stand up 13%.
We'll put Stephen in the king's costume.
Yes.
He would love it.
No, put him in the jester outfit.
Both at the same time. Yeah. So.
Oh, I would be a character for them. I would do it.
You'd be a guard
I like to cosplay.
or the wizard.
Whatever they want me to be.
Got you. All right. Well, that was the Royal Visit.
by Yellow.
I'll be right back.